It's that time of the week, y'all. Y'all know what it is. It is time for Valorant here on Catawba Valley Community College. Thank you so much for joining our stream. My name is Cody Dalton. I'm the head esports head coach here at CVCC. I'm joined this week. We're going to try something new. We're going to do kind of a dual cast. I'm joined by Ace. On our stream. Ace is going to be doing kind of the play-by-play. I'm a novice when it comes to the game of Valorant, so I'm not very good with the call-outs, the abilities. I'm going to be more of the color guy for this match, but we're going to have fun with it and do another week of an NJCAAE competition with the video game Valorant. So thank you so much. If you're in chat, say hello, drop bits, subscribe, do whatever you can to support our stream. Thank you so much. First to our sponsors, we'll get them off the list of people to thank before we start. Red Fox Gaming in Hickory and Catawba Valley Boulevard. Make sure you go visit them. They have new and old video games. They have pop figurines. They have all sorts of pop culture needs that you're going to want. So make sure you go visit them. Tell their owner, Spencer, we appreciate you supporting CVCC Esports. Also, shout out to Corporate Armor, it's in Prano Tech Fester's company. Appreciate Luke Walling and his company sponsoring our esports program here at CVCC. They had their largest third quarter in company history, and we're so proud that they're having success. We're hoping for some success here tonight. Ace, you got any thoughts? We'll throw you kind of in before we get going.
Yeah, so definitely watching after last week. Last week was insane, as we already know. Over 3 hours of very close, very intense, back-to-back. They were winning ones, we were winning ones, so I'm much excited for this week.
Awesome. Well, we got Salt Lake Community College is going to be the opponent tonight. I'm trying to look up the records really quickly. Actually, I think I have them. They're a very feisty team, and those are the teams that you got to kind of watch out for, because if you underestimate anybody, they can come back to certainly bite you. So looks like we have some the bands in. Looks like Salt Lake has banned Breeze. And we have banned Split, so we'll get back to the bans and picks here in just a second. So they picked Icebox to start. So just to let you know, Team A is the home team, so Salt Lake will be the home team. They ban a map, then we ban a map, then they pick a map, we pick a side. They'll pick a map, or we'll pick a map, they'll pick a side, and then they'll ban one more map, and then the final map will be the third map if we need it tonight.
If it's anything like last week, we will be needing that third match.
It's it was one for the coach. I think there's some gray hair in my beard. I think last week added quite a bit more to that grayness. It was a wild finish, sprint to the finish for the Red Hawks, but they're hoping to add another victory tonight. They've been a very, very good team. Recently put together before the start of the season. We had a team of 5. We had a player unfortunately drop out, and added Cody Lawing to our team, and he's been a very good piece that has filled the hole that we had here on the team. So to let you know, CVCC is 3-1 on the season, and Salt Lake is let me see if I can find them. Bruin Esports, they're 1-2. I think maybe 2-2 or 1-3. We're not sure. We had a team drop out, so that's kind of mixed the standings up. It actually shows us at 2-1, but we're actually 3-1.
Yeah.
Bismarck is, I believe, 4-0. So all the teams that played that team that dropped out, unfortunately, lost kind of a game there on the standings. It's just a technical glitch, but Red Hawks 3-1. We're not sure if Bruins are 2-2 or 1-3. Either way, they're going to be hungry for a win.
Yes.
Want to knock off CVCC tonight. And of course, the Red Hawks trying to maintain pace. Madison College at 4-0, Bismarck at 4-0. So Red Hawks a half game behind both of those teams. Not sure if they're playing each other tonight. Generation Esports doesn't have a composite schedule, so we don't know who's playing who, but we'll try to let you know at the end of this match kind of how the standings are updated with results getting put in. So what do you expect? What's your prediction tonight? We had a crazy match last week.
From the start of last week's match, I definitely thought, especially for the first 4 or 5 rounds, I was like, no, we got this. And then it's just like something happened. The script got flipped, and then next thing I know, it was 12-12, and it was even. So I don't really know how to predict it. I mean, we've got a great team here, but
Well, I've said it once, I've said it again. This game is very similar to basketball, whereas if you have all the momentum, it can turn just like that. I mean, you can have basketball, you have 10, 15 point lead, and all of a sudden you blink and it can be in single digits. Same thing with Valorant. It seems like you can get a 4 or 5 round lead, and then all of a sudden it evaporates really quickly. So we got to get me into the action. Apologize. I'm sitting here talking about everything going on and not getting into the game. I'm joining. So we're getting in. Getting into the action here for Valorant. As we've got the lobby set up, you see we'll be the attacking team. We're kind of covering the we're working on getting the right setup here with the stream and the camera and everything going on. So Valorant's kind of a hard game to put the camera. You don't want to block the gameplay, but then you don't want to block the mini map obviously in the top left. So, and obviously our team uses this to kind of figure out what their weaknesses are and getting things straight. So
It was like our second year, but like, no, this is like our first real year. Actually having one.
the first map is Icebox.
So tell everybody a little bit about Icebox that you know, if they're new to the game Valorant.
Icebox is personally not one of my favorite maps. I feel it's a good defender's map. Some people feel it's a good attacker's map. It's kind of a toss-up, and that's mainly because you have to devote so much to your A site and B site, and then next thing you know, your attackers have to split down the middle, and you're just completely cut in half, and then the round's over before you know it.
Oh yeah, and one it's a round last week that Red Hawks had a lot of success on, but as you mentioned, they had to defend on that, which we'll see how that kind of plays into things. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see how things go. Looks like we're on a Texas server. Last week we were on a Georgia server. I guess kind of meeting in the middle grounds. Actually, we're in Northern Virginia, Oregon. Looks like the server is just constantly switching. Find that best balance. So we'll get ready, get set to go. Again, thank you to everybody who's tuning in. If you're in the stream, make sure you say hello. We'll probably do some interactive polls, do some different things to get things interactive and fun. Probably do some channel bets and for your channel points. So
That'll be fun.
it looks like we're getting set to go. I'll be tweeting out a little bit of a link, see if we can get some more people into chat.
Wait, that guy's 152.
Whoa, got some massive pings going on.
Hey, you know the rules. That makes sense. Prodigy. What do you mean?
So it looks like one of their players said they were in Utah. The other one said they're in Kentucky. I just said it in chat if you wanted to.
The second I say let's stop.
Interesting.
That would explain the ping. I got 332 MS.
Which I don't. Bro.
Get started here momentarily if some of these pings settle down. Oh, and we've lost a player. Now, Salt Lake is something we talked about earlier today as a team. Salt Lake has a roster of 10 people. Catawba Valley has no subs, so Catawba Valley going to be straight 5. So the 5 that you see, they'll be playing the entire game here tonight. But you never know what's going to happen with Salt Lake. They may mix some things up.
Yeah.
We'll just kind of see. Also, we'll kind of see the ranks as we get into the gameplay. Good pings for CVCC. Looks like we have a few players that are having some struggle with ping. We have had our share of issues with tech and internet and whatnot. Catawba Valley, we just recently built this facility. You can see behind us, it's still in the development stages. We're actually going to be adding some more pieces to it thanks to our graphic design students here at CVCC. But we've had our share of internet issues. We actually had a Nintendo Switch on a trash can at one point to start our program. That is a thing, folks.
So it looks like they're resetting their router right now.
Yeah, you can't see the chat box that's behind our camera, but they are resetting their router to see if that fixes. I'm not sure that's going to fix things.
Yeah.
If they're in Kentucky and Utah.
They've got players in Utah and other states, so.
And we'll see what happens. Excited to get things going.
Yeah, ping is one thing you don't want to be on your side both ways.
No, especially for a game that involves
millisecond reaction time.
The actual reactions and the shooting movement and everything of the guns that you don't want. Your ping needs to be as close to 0 as you can get it. Of course, I've never seen it really below about 15 or 20. So Red Hawks having 38, 39, 42 ping.
Yeah, that's average.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You do have a 90 ping on that other team.
Anything above 90, and you start to get to the to the point where it's just like, okay, this is either an advantage or a disadvantage.
Looks like they're going to go with the Texas server regardless of if they can get this issue fixed or not. If you're in chat, say hello. It looks like we got a couple viewers in. Hopefully we'll get more as the games go on.
Oh, they're back.
All right, so it looks like their server's their ping's a little bit better.
Yeah, that's a 42. That's better than a 322. And we're starting.
So here we go, Icebox first match.
First back, ice mat. First match, Icebox.
It's perfectly fine. We were streaming earlier with Smash Bros. And I couldn't get characters and names and stuff right, so it's we'll see what happens here.
It has definitely been a hot minute since I've been on the mic, that's for sure.
So we got Machi Mocha, we got A Sandbox, Clay Cube, Free Elo, and Ophi Jr. See what the picks are coming in.
It's going to be interesting if the defenders don't go with the Sage. If Free Elo doesn't pick Sage, that's going to be interesting how they're going to defend some sites and keep their heels up.
Very much so. Red Hawks look like they've pretty much got their team solidified.
Yeah.
Yeah, they may be rolling the dice here. See the Astra coming in now. Now it's a breacher. We got some different. I think they're trying to figure out. Oh, he's going to go with the breacher. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Locking in the Killjoy.
Killjoy is locked. Yeah. Redhawks are pretty much locked in. Their typical 5, as they've had it every pretty much match this season. Although they'll occasionally mix it up. I know last week Jesus mixed it up a little bit. So we'll see what happens. As we get ready to go, I'm going to maybe listen to a little bit of games. We may alternate the headsets here.
You definitely want to look for his crafts on the Viper. He's watching him play this map on Viper with the sight, how he cuts sight in half. It's pretty wild.
So here we go, bi-phase round number 1. Of course, for you, if you're just tuning in and you've never watched Valorant before, you're trying to win 13 rounds to win the match. First to 13 gets it, or you have to win by 2, and I believe it can go to, 25, I believe it is, rounds at the most?
Yeah, and then once it gets 12 to 12, you go overtime.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what happens, and here we go. We're getting ready for round number 1. Redhawks on the defense or attack, excuse me.
Looks like they're going to be aggroing towards A side. Not keeping any people towards mid. They seem to just fully devoting here, pushing in. They pushed on to A and there's nobody killed yet. It looks like neither side wants to get aggressive and push in and get some kills.
And it looks like the Salt Lake player, well, I thought that Salt Lake player was going to wrap around. He does not. Redhawks kind of watching the flank here. They're going back around to the B side.
Looks like Salt Lake's completely left their B side open. Just fully devoted to A.
This may play well to the Redhawks' hands here. Ball goes up.
Viper screen goes
And
down.
here comes the Salt Lake players. I think they've kind of figured out what's up. Looks like Moon is going to do the spike plant. So Redhawks got that down. That's going to be key. See what happens. Elimination there for Jesus as he takes down Free Elo. Gets the. I thought that was the first blood. It is not the first blood. Kofi going to take out Jesus, so it's a 3-on-4 now for the Redhawks.
Salt Lake is definitely going to try and take over, and they're going to go for the defuse. Reyna's going to try and push him. Ooh, and cancels
Killed the
defuse
spike
out.
carrier. There's Cody with the nice elimination there, and and there's your 3-piece with a side of fries. Redhawks take round number 1. Spike detonated Cody with the 3-piece there.
Yeah, that was a really good play from Redhawks there. Definitely if Salt Lake would have got a little more aggressive there, that could have been a little more interesting, but they just kind of pushed in one by one and ran into the chop block and just, that was it.
Absolutely. A little nerve-wracking for me seeing the diffuse being going off there, but Cody sneaking through that cloud there, getting the diffuse. So Redhawks take round number 1, 1-0. Of course, you're trying to get to 13, and obviously we're playing 2 out of 3 tonight. So you are trying to get to a Moon with the elimination. We made a joke earlier today that Moon was kind of the anchor of this team. Eric with the elimination. Quick 5-on-3. Wow.
Another
5-on-2, yeah. Like clockwork for CVCC tonight. Spike is planted.
I don't know what Salt Lake's going to be able to do here.
Yeah, Redhawks holding the corners really nicely.
Looks like they are going to try and aggress and try and push on and try and take it back, but it's a 2v5.
Eric with an elimination. His 3rd.
Looks like our
And his
Redhawks
4th. 4-piece side of fries, and I guess give him a cookie too. He tops Cody from round 1, so Redhawks take round number 2.
Heading into round number 3.
Yeah. CVCC's proven they've been a formidable team. You see the stats there. 5 kills already for Eric.
So it looks like Salt Lake City's going to kind of go for a partial buy here. And Redhawks has still not done a fully buy, just letting that money build up.
But if things start going wrong, where KJ's stalling us out, watch out for that.
It can come in, all that comes into play. And obviously, the more eliminations the Redhawks get, more plays that they get, spikes being planted, that's going to come into play. More money, more opportunity here tonight. Salt Lake team, they spread out very thinly. That's a very risky move because you lose one player, all of a sudden it's a numbers game.
KJ, you chose in this corner. KJ, you chose.
Spike's going down.
Ooh, nope, they canceled the
And
spike.
they canceled the spike. Spike going down
It's kind
again.
of just sights just directly cut in half there.
4-on-4. Hector with an elimination. Another elimination for Moon. Hector with another. And Cody finishes it
Another
off.
round.
So, wow. It's another solid round for Catawba Valley. They take round number 3, heading to round 4.
Looks like this is going to be our first partial full buy from the enemy team, or from the Salt Lake City.
Yeah, and we'll have money for next.
And Redhawks is just letting their money build up.
They are, yeah.
They are just sitting there. with
Almost
the econ level.
7,000. Wow. For Cody.
I don't mind having one right.
You know, the great thing about the Redhawks, and I talked earlier this week to them about this, is some teams have that one go-to player. The Redhawks have about 3 or 4 who you can really go to for a kill, for a elimination, for anything, any kind of clutch play.
It looks like Salt Lake City just devoted 4 of their players to the A site there, and the Redhawks don't even have a single player over there. They're looking at this B site. Once they figure out that Breach is all alone over there, it might be a little... He does have a shotgun, though. Oh, and he gets 1, 2...
Oh, wow. 2 eliminations there for Clay Cube, but
The shotguns are always a gamble. And sometimes they make the biggest game changers.
elimination for Cody and Eric, so it's a 2v2. The Redhawks 2 hot hands here to start this game.
So 1-on-2 here.
It's going to come down to Eric.
Went on 30 seconds left around, gets 1 kill. It's a 1-on-1 now.
And he clutched the round here. And he does.
There we go.
What a clutch there from Eric.
4th for Redhawks.
Hey, bro, you got it. You got it.
My goodness. Let's go back to that money again. Looks like we have our
and
first
now we're-
buys. Yeah.
Our first full buy here. And then they cut it a partial buy because they forced last round. And Redhawks have enough, even if they lose this round, to full buy the next round and probably the round after that.
Yeah, they've saved their money well. Take them to Wall Street. They've been good investors. So here we go. Round number 5. Catawba Valley up 4-0. As I said, you're trying to win 13 rounds. So Redhawks 9 rounds away. Long ways to go here for the first game.
Looks like Salt Lake might get a hint that they might be trying to go A. They are rotating 4 of their players over there now.
Once again, though, there's one player that still stays over their hard B side. Not sure why they're doing that. Oh, and a great elimination from Eric.
Yeah, I would not want to be on the other side of Eric when he's on Reyna.
He has played that Reyna very well. Let's see the spikes going down for Moon.
Most of the people, when they use Reyna's ability, which is like absorbed and allows you to move around without being hit, most people use that to retreat. Eric uses it to scout.
Yeah.
He jumps around corners looking for people.
And another
Oh,
elimination.
third.
Eric just going
He's just
off
finding his
tonight.
own today.
Eric the Red, call him Eric the Terrible, because he has been a terrible trouble for this Salt Lake team. Oh, and Ophi Jr.
Ophi Jr. is about to get an ace.
He does.
Oh, and the ace.
He gets the ace.
And that's a
Wow.
first round for Salt Lake. Ophi Jr. really carrying it for his team.
No,
Oh,
attackers win the
I don't have the headphones on.
I was about to say, I knew it was going to be close. I thought he might get the diffuse. He does not, though. It was very, very close. I think if he eliminates him within like half a second more, he's got that diffuse, but he does not. Great play there by Ophi Jr. there from Salt Lake. But Redhawks already out to a 5-round lead. But as we've said before, it can evaporate very, very quickly.
Yeah. But once you get that momentum rolling, it's hard to break it.
Redhawks have been on both sides of that. This season they've been on the side where it's been a hard train to stop, and they've also been on the locomotive side of that side of the train.
Looks like this rain on the enemy team's not over.
And Elo is going to go down to Crass. That is Jesus on our team. Thanks, Midnight Fawn, for joining us in chat. Play cubed with the elimination. And wow, he's planted that wall where you can't get in there. That is great timing there. Elimination for Clay cube. Jesus going to get elimination, but down goes.
Ophi Jr. again just carrying it for his team. Oh, and he's going to go down.
Jesus going to take him down. Sandbox takes down Jesus, and it looks like Salt Lake's going to get its first round win here tonight. I don't know. It may be close. They got it off. It was so close. Wow.
I can't hear the audio, but I
heard
tell.
the deeds. It was going off. That bomb nearly went off, but Redhawks dropped their first round of the night.
We went mid, yes. So a little bit of a beat. But I also didn't think we were going to do that.
And even though Redhawks lost that round, they've still got a full buy, and the enemy team's got a partial buy.
Yes, they do.
They really managed that money really well.
Redhawks still staying with that strategy, still keeping Moon with the spike. So here we go, round number 7. Ophi Jr. going to take down Eric.
Get the opening frag.
It's not being very aggressive this round. And we got the revive, so we're back to even.
Looks like Salt Lake's going to be doing the aggressing. They're pushing down that B site right now, and he's going to get traded off and go down.
Cody going to get the elimination. So First Blood was avenged, and now Redhawks now with First Blood.
Ready?
Free Elo's kind of trapped back there. I'm sure they know he's out there. Oh, he's going to get one.
Spike carrier going to go down, yeah, and Elo back out. But they were able to get the spike down, or the spike back. Elimination there for Eric. Flank coming around for Salt Lake. Free Elo with an elimination. It's a 2-on-3. Eric with another elimination. His gunplay tonight has been spectacular.
Ooh.
And he gets another elimination.
2-on-1. They're going to be planting last second plant.
And the spike planted with about 5 seconds to go.
So Matchy is going to try and save very low HP. He's only looks like to be at under a quarter HP, so definitely not going to be able to take on these two Redhawks who are both very high on HP. Is Prodigy going to go out and hunt Mochi?
He's going to have to make a play at the spike. I think they're just going to concede the round, it looks like. Yep, running back towards A spot.
Definitely want to save that gun because they're not going to have.
So attackers win that round. Redhawks up 6-1.
We're into the 8th round now.
Thank you, Dax Rezo, for hopping in. Again, thank you, Midnight Fawn.
No, you did.
Appreciate y'all hopping in chat. Supporting our stream here tonight.
Anytime I go stairs, I'm talking about this. Stairs about the game.
It's like an aggressive,
Yeah.
almost aggressive mid push from Salt Lake here. This may end up biting them actually because
I'm watching. They got it. So right here. They got it.
And Salt Lake is rotating behind, but Redhawks is ready for it. Ooh, he's gonna go down
Jesus,
the rotate.
with the elimination. Drawing that first blood. Super important to get the advantage.
And Redhawks looks like they're gonna be rotating around to B site. But the comms haven't been fully put out for Salt Lake. Salt Lake hasn't started the rotation yet. Looks like Redhawks is definitely gonna beat them onto site.
Hey, use your wall. I want you to.
Salt Lake still thinks it's A. They haven't rotated any of their players. They're starting to rotate now.
Let's say I think they're starting to catch wind of that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then we've got a Redhawk over there on A, just lurking around, keeping those two players active.
Nice, Rainbow.
Oh, and
get
Cody
boned.
with the, my goodness, what a play there.
Hey, watch this on the
Got himself his own three-piece with the side.
We love those three pieces.
That
Yes.
breach is following that Reyna.
And there is
Going
a
for the shorty.
flawless round.
All this round going into round number 9. Redhawks up 7.
This guy was literally behind me trying to kill me with a shorty.
Oh my goodness. Redhawks having fun tonight.
Rezo
they-
in chat with all the hype for all of our players.
Yeah, let's get
Love
some
to
hype
see
in
it.
chat. Yeah.
Let's just one commit be here. We'll commit on me. Go on, peek.
Ophi gonna get the first elimination.
Ophi's been good with that, getting opening eliminations. He wins a lot of his duels, that is for sure. But I'm sure that's why Salt Lake leaves him on B side all by himself. He's gonna get a secondary. Oh, doesn't get the third though. Gets traded. Salt Lake is definitely ready for this rotation.
It's an even matchup here. The wall's going up. You see Moon with the plant.
Yeah, let's bring him to that wall.
Nobody watching play.
Redhawks unsure if there's going to be a flank. I don't think there is.
Oh, somebody have all. You can play for all.
Yeah, let me put right. I can't apply.
He's right there. He's right.
Elimination for Jesus.
Come back, come back, come back. I'll make it for you. I'll tell you when.
You ready? Go.
Fuse going down.
Go pick with peek.
Oh, he's gonna get another wall.
Wow.
Through the wall.
Through the wall again. He used that play last week. Great play by
You can hear it in the
Non-Prodigy.
background.
Shakes the head no, says no.
He loves those plays, even in just random death matches around things. He's like, let's line it up, let's line it up.
Using that arrow to his ability.
Yay. Such a well-timed ult. How did he
Ultimate
learn that?
ability. Used to perfection.
Watching Tarek play and see how everyone. That's literally all I do. At night, before I go to bed.
And that just gets you thinking of how much more they think ahead, because he had to save his ult to be able to do that. You know, that he had to assume that he would be in that situation anytime soon, just by saving that ult on not using it to clear corners.
Hey, like they push me so much flank.
Oh, they are getting aggressive on flank though. So it gets one kill on B flank, and it's gonna push back. It's gonna get a
Ophie
secondary kill.
again.
Yeah, that's definitely the reason they leave him on B side all by himself. He can definitely win himself aim duels.
Yeah, he's one of those 1v1s.
3-on-5. Red Hawks at the disadvantage here. They're getting a little pincered in. Salt Lake's backing off, knowing not to get too aggressive because they are the defenders, and they can just play out the time here.
Yeah, let's play back.
I think Red Hawks trying to figure out the strategy. What are they going to do?
Salt Lake have completely rotated all their players around, and now they're sending another one down mid.
It's that Ophie again. And Ophie going to take out Ranga now. Cody.
And I think it might just be best for Red Hawks to save here, try and get a couple picks. They get one.
Ophie finally going down. They could rotate A side,
Nah, they've 2 seconds left in the round.
but they're just going to
They're just gonna save it off.
concede the round and give that to Salt Lake. So Salt Lake going to take round at number 10. 8-2 now. Catawba Valley still in the lead. Good advantage here. Got to get 5 critical round wins in order to take this opening match. We're going to swap, though, for you, those of you who have not seen Valorant. After 12 rounds, you swap. So Red Hawks will go to the defense side. They've been a very strong defensive team this season. They've shown how they can play on offense, but I really like how they play on defense.
Oh yes, for sure. Especially watching a lot of their VODs, it's like they have like the perfect like subtle defense while knowing the times of when to push and when not to push, and that's all that matters. Because as a defenders, you have to think you cannot kill any of them. As long as they don't plant, they don't win the round.
Definitely.
As long as they don't get all you guys. So as long as you don't play too aggressive as a defender, I mean, that requires all the attackers to almost push you. Salt Lake's rotating all their
It's like
people.
our first.
Crass might get one here. Ooh,
And he does. Crass taking out Clay Cubed.
might get another one.
No.
Ah,
Ophie again. Ophie Jr. has been the player of the game for Salt Lake.
100%.
Red Hawks playing time now. Know that they pretty much got this in hand. If they hear it ticking down, that bomb just flashing.
Ooh, Prodigy's gonna get one. Prodigy's gonna get two.
He's going to get 3. Here's his 3-piece on
The
the side
denial
of
of the
fries.
defuse. It's 1-1, and that's a 9 for
And he
Red Hawks.
got 4. He finished him off there. Didn't go back in time, but
It's gonna go down to the bomb, but that's gonna
4.
going into round 12, last round before the swap. And like you said, the swap, I mean, it could honestly flop. Like, Salt Lake could start winning all the rounds once they get to attacking. It just all depends on how the map is played. Icebox is just one of those maps.
I'm about to say that's why in that 12, you have to be thinking, how many of those 12 can I win? If you're a very
Yeah.
strong defensive team, but not that good of an attack team, you want to try to balance that out. If you can dominate the defense side, if you're a defense team, and all you got to do is win a couple rounds on the attack, and you've won the match. So we'll see what happens here as we're in round number 12.
Okay, so like.
Yeah, and in CSGO, there's a map kind of like this. It's Inferno, and it's a very heavily defensive side. So people who pick the map will choose to be on the attacking side because they know as long as they get 1 or 3 or 4 rounds, they know that they're going to be on the advantage of once they get to that defensive side if their team is more defensive. But at the same time, a game like Valorant with all the ults and abilities, it can honestly go either way.
So target hit there, so Red Hawks alerted to that position.
Arena is hiding on mid. I don't know if Red Hawks knows that she's there. She might get a little aggressive and pushed out. Looks like we do not know she's there. Arena's gonna swing it.
Careful that move.
Plant goes down.
I didn't see it happen because she's
And
so
the
close.
spike planter there killed. Spike now planted though. I think Moon was having trouble seeing. Addison is his name. Non-Prodigy takes it down.
That Killjoy just completely had to make him push
We're gonna
out.
have look.
They're
Watch this.
trying to go for the defuse. The defuser is killed. It's gonna be 2-on-3 now. It's 2-on-2.
2-on-2 now.
Red Hawks does have the health advantage. 2-on-1.
2-on-1 now.
Red Hawks beneficial here. Oh, he knows where he is. He might get the trade, and he's going to get the round. That's a
Nice.
10 for Red Hawks.
Yeah, 10-round win.
So now
there.
they just have to win 3 on the defenders, and that's it for the first map. I mean, I don't want to knock the ceiling it too early, but they've been like a steam train here. It's going to have to see some crazy performance from us.
Well, and I've said it. I truly believe Red Hawks. If I had to pick a side, attack or defend, they are, I believe, a better defensive team than they are an attack team. But they've surprised me. There's been like I did not know they were going to be up 10-2 after 12 rounds of the attack. But you just never know what's going to happen around. You never know your opponent draw. You never know what's going to happen. But Red Hawks in firm command here of Icebox.
So there's only going to be one of us holding that A site, and it seems to be that they are definitely wanting to push that A site.
Take you around the map to the different characters. Characters as they're known, or not known. I just say characters, but they are.
3, 2, 1, I'm flashing and pushing.
Some of us, guys, they're not pushing on site. They're all pushing back.
And they're going to flank back. Maybe they, nope, doesn't look like they're going to rotate B. They're going to fake a flank. Not a flank, a rotation.
Somebody 26.
Ophi again with another elim for Salt Lake. Ophi's such a great player for this team. Crass going to get picked off.
4-on-3 disadvantage for Red Hawks here, but they've won greater odds than that, and they just evened it up there, 3-on-3.
Oh, but it goes right
3-on-2,
back
right
again.
back.
Ophi.
They do have the health advantage, though. 1-on-1 now. Both are very low HP.
And Cody, literally, if he has one more bullet in that gun, it's an elimination.
Oh, and yeah, same with both. So it's
Looks like a mad rotate here to the B side.
is there going to be? Oh, looks like he might just have enough time to get the plant down.
Go over to the other side. Does he get it?
Yeah, he's got it.
He does. So it's a 1-on-1 now. Cody, and I'm not sure who the other player is on the other team. Ranga is his gamer tag.
If we're going to be holding that back sight, we're going to see if Cody knows.
He does not. He did not see him coming. He picked the wrong side of that particular plant site to turn to, so eliminated there. So first round of the defense, Red Hawks drop. I might have jinxed them saying they were a really great defensive team.
It looks like Ophi's going to force. Ophi's 22-12 right now. The highest kills, actually the highest KD in the map. He is simply carrying.
We've had a couple of good plays from Salt Lake, but as we've said, Ophi has been the OG. Cody with the nice elimination with that. And Ophi Jr. again,
Just trades him off.
just taken out. So 23 kills.
And another.
24, finally.
Oh, finally goes down to Prodigy. Beautiful shot on there. Prodigy's going to get a second. Almost a third. And Redhawks does have the spike, so they have to push us. They can't rotate site like they've done in the past. Kind of pin here. This might be 11 rounds Redhawk here.
Fuse coming in. And are they gonna get it? They are. The defuse.
Nice.
And they get them both. A 4K for Prodigy. What started out as just a basic classic pistol ended up getting them rifles, and that just goes to show you how much an eco round can change when they half buy, full buy.
Absolutely. So buy phase round number 15. Redhawks finally getting a defense round there. As you see, 24 and 13 for Ophi Jr. But as you can see, the Redhawks very balanced, 17, 17, 14, and 10. And we always pick fun at Moon, but he is the anchor.
Yes.
He gets kills when he needs to, and he also does very well with the plant.
I don't think I know anyone else I trust to hold the spike and plant the spike. Because even though he might not have the best aim or the best play, I know he's not going to push out with the spike and get himself killed. He's going to play smart, play quiet, wall off where it needs to be walled.
Absolutely. Ophi going to eliminate him. Eric going to take down Ophi, though. I think that's a huge play there.
Yeah, go back in, pop up that screen, play around it.
Might make a play here with the shotgun.
Redhawks
They're all
have
kind
it
of
cornered,
pushed
it looks
mid.
like.
I think this is our first full mid push we've seen.
Go down.
Mid on the Icebox is very interesting. It definitely feels very claustrophobic, just of how close and quartered it is. And you have to funnel through that outside exit there, and there's no real other way to get out. Oh,
And the
goes
elimination
down.
for Krast.
And that's 12 for Redhawks.
So Redhawks going to have match point here.
Salt Lake's got to win 10 rounds in a row without dropping a single round. Well, 9 rounds to make it to overtime.
I'm out of Red Bull. Yes.
Appreciate everybody hopping in chat. If you can, follow us, subscribe to us if you can. We'll have more our Red Hawk competitions here throughout the season. We're just past the midpoint of the season, so still more streams. We appreciate your support. All the money we raise goes to student athlete scholarships. So we are into round number 16.
One club here, Raina.
Krast is going to get the opening kill.
That's all the killing we do with my leg. Don't back what he does.
And Prodigy's just going to kill on Ophi.
Popping my
It's a
screen.
4-on-3 now. Benefit Redhawks. 4-on-2 now.
Eric with another elimination. He's getting close to 20 on the match.
About to drop it. 3, 2, 1.
And this might be it for Salt Lake on the first map. Redhawks might have it.
Yeah, that's like.
And they've got to pull on some crazy plays. Oh, gets one. That's in the right direction. Still 3-on-2 disadvantage. Redhawks expecting that they're going to flank, but they're not. They're going to fully devote A. They've even it out to a 2-on-2, but they still have that lower health disadvantage. And he's going to ult. Try and deny a plant. Oh. And now they've got the advantage. It's a 1-on-2.
It's going to come down to
This
Krast.
is Krazat, and he definitely, if he's the one to win out the round and close out the first game, he is definitely the player to do that. Oh,
Nice
he's gonna end it out.
clutch
Map 1 goes to
there.
Red Hawk.
Redhawks are going to take game number 1 here. Best of 3. That's 13
That's
rounds.
13 rounds. And this was Salt Lake's map pick, so next we go to Red Hawk's map pick.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting. But it doesn't always shake out, you know.
Oh, always.
Sometimes teams pick maps that they don't do necessarily well on, but wow.
I promise you.
And there's the
That's
scoreboard. Ophi just at the top, of course, as we've seen him all game,
Definitely.
with 122 econ rating. The only one better than that is Prodigy.
And we'll take down the face cam so you can see the leaderboard. 13-3 there. So Redhawks take round number 1.
It's not taking 30 minutes.
I think we're going to take a quick break here. 15-minute break. We'll be
15-minute bathroom.
Yeah, I believe they're going to take a break. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back here on the Red Hawk stream. we are back here on CVCC campus, getting ready for round number 2, or game number 2 for CVCC. They're up 1-0. Took the first game 13-3. So
Completely like the floral in that game. Yeah, it was.
I'm about to say, what's kind of your analysis of that game that dominated the icebox there?
That game, I felt Salt Lake, they did a good job on their defense, a couple of their team. I just felt like there wasn't enough communication or enough like chatting, because some things we've noticed when they were rotating, they still had people sitting on the pass site when they were rotating. And that's things you just have to work through as a team. And that's mainly just...
Absolutely, definitely. Well, we're going to get back here, try to get into the game lobby. Again, thank you to our sponsors. You see them there on the bottom right, Red Fox Gaming in Hickory and Catawba Valley Boulevard. Make sure you go visit them. They've got pop figurines. They've got old and new video game equipment. They've got posters. They've got all sorts of things for your gaming needs, your pop culture needs. Got a selection of horror figures, so if you're big into Halloween horror this time of year, you'll want to go check them out. Tell their owner, Spencer, or any of their employees, we appreciate the support for CVCC Esports team. Also, shout out to Corporate Armor, a Temprano Tech Vestors company. We appreciate Luke Walling and his company, which actually had its largest third quarter in history. We appreciate their support here at Catawba Valley Community College Esports program. So we're getting ready here for game number 2. Redhawks can clinch the win. You got to get to 16 first, though, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. See if we've had any updates on the scoreboard for the group that the Redhawks are in.
It's definitely interesting seeing that Redhawks have selected attacking first on Ascent. Unless they decide to change it over, Redhawks' more strong side is defender, so I'm wondering if they're just trying to get the more rounds on attacking side and then finish it out on defender side.
Well, I believe that's the strategy. Trying to, you want to be as well-rounded as you can on these games. And so when your strong point is defense, you obviously try to improve that weakness, which I wouldn't say weakness, but, a weaker side of what you think your gameplay is. So they're going to try to play attack and improve that, work on the gun skill and the game skill. Of course, every single person on this Redhawks team has been formidable. We joke about Moon, but he's been the anchor of the team and made some clutch plays. But from Crast to Red King to Ranga to Non-Prodigy, that is Hector, Cody, Eric, and Jesus. All 4 of them have done very, very well. Just playing this game, working together. So we'll back over here, getting things set up ready to rock and roll. So looks like we're waiting on one person, I think is what they said.
No.
Do some adjustment.
Yeah, it looks like the Redhawks are looking at the new skin pack that came out for Valorant.
Indeed. It's a very nice one that I've seen.
Hi.
What's going on?
Are you talking about the soccer? Oh. It looks like that Halo sword with just one lane.
Move the camera up a little bit. We'll try a little bit different view here of this game.
If it comes up, I might have to crop.
Although I realize I'm completely covering up our team. We'll cut that off just for a little bit.
I don't want to. It is gone. It was
So Ace, maybe tell people a little bit about yourself. Now that you're new to the program, you're new to the stream.
Yeah.
We've kind of let everybody do an intro. So just tell everybody a little bit about yourself, where you're from, or what you're studying here at CVCC. Maybe just anything you want people to know.
Yeah, of course. So I'm studying here at my associates in science. I hope to transfer. I'm thinking of a bunch of colleges, like App, all the big ones, but I want to do something with computers. They've always been good with computers.
I never bought the first album.
I remember when I found the Esports club, because we chatted at the thing, and you told me that we didn't have a CSGO club, and I was like, well, I played Valorant in the open beta, and I mentioned my rank, and by their reactions, I'm guessing that, and then from there on, we communicated a bit, but work didn't allow me to play for this season, so
Well, unfortunately, things like that happen. I know we have a lot of players who work and fit in practice. Esports is an interesting egg in itself because you have so many people that are from different backgrounds, different types of people. I mean, I'm waiting till I have my first 45, 50-year-old esports recruit. I feel like at some point it's going to happen. But with NJCAAE, there's just an endless number of possibilities of people you'll get. We've had people that didn't know what they wanted to do and found it here. We've had people that didn't even know we existed and found it. So it's been really, really cool. But excited to have you part of our program. Casting first, and then we'll see next semester as we get into things and actually talking to quite a few people. So we may continue to grow. We had 2 people our first semester. We had 4 people our second semester. We had 10 people our third semester. This is our 4th semester. We got 13. And who knows? Maybe next semester we'll have close to 20. That'd be wild. That'd be insane. I'll have to knock out some walls in this new place to find some places to put people. But it's nice having people.
It does look like the game is getting started, though. I think.
Oh yeah. So we're getting into Ascent here.
Oh, and the game's already started. We've been chatting away.
Yeah, so we're into game number 2, round number 1 here tonight for Catawba Valley Community College.
Bro, that's so cool. But also you're very very blunt.
As we're looking at the emojis or the sprays on the ground.
Definitely they're going to be showing some aggression to this B site. Opie's there, just ready.
Flashing. Ready? Watch blank.
Oh, with the shotty off to the side. It's going to get the trade-off.
So listen here.
4 and 4
Nice
still.
trade-off
Opie's going to
there.
go through.
Side is clear. Side. See.
As we saw in last game, Opie has no person to underestimate her deep play.
Plant goes down for Moon.
Still a 4-on-4 situation here. Plant is down on B, though.
Pressure going to that defend side now.
Somebody 78.
2-on-4 disadvantage. 3-on-4 3-on-1 disadvantage.
It's
Red
down to
Hawks. It's gonna go
non-prodigy.
down.
Yeah, so Red Hawk's going to take a difficult round 1 loss here on the defense side.
Yeah, no, one is playing and the other one went through.
Ophi with some big plays there. Actually, Ophi and Sandbox up top. Clay Cubed had a really good elimination there. So Red Hawks trailing for the first time tonight. Dropped the first round of the attack.
Yeah.
But as we've said, it's been kind of their weakness. I don't believe we had any changes. No, same lineups for both teams between Catawba Valley and Salt Lake. So no trade outs. I thought maybe we might see a trade out with Salt Lake, but they did not elect to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Opie is definitely going to be the thorn in the sign in Red Hawks for tonight, as he was in last game. Making very many plays that defined rounds that lost those 3 rounds. And he's
Clay-
going to get 2 down. He's going to get transferred, though. Or traded.
Yeah, Clay Cubed again.
So what I want to try.
Surprised the Red Hawks haven't tried any kind of rotation here.
Ascent is one of those maps that it's really hard because you either flank through mid and risk getting pushed on, or just come from behind. Ascent's definitely a very interesting map because there's very fast for the defenders to rotate, but it takes a while for the attackers to rotate.
It looks like they may be doing exactly what, but look, both teams moving to the A side.
And doing that same lineup he did at the beginning, just trying to get that extra information. But it looks like Ophi caught it mid-air, didn't even let it go off.
Tagged there by Elo. Cody trying to get shots he does not. Planting coming down.
It's going to get caught on the wall a little. It's going to go down. It's a 1-on-3 disadvantage. Moon is the last one left.
Oh,
He did
no.
get the plant down, though. That's extra money. He might be able to get one. Oh, and he
He
goes
does
down.
not. So Sandbox going to take down another defense.
Okay. Then if you think your reaction time is bad, try to hold your crosshair a little bit away from the angle.
And there's our team captain over there giving some helpful pointers mid-game.
Yes, indeed, Donovan, Red Hawk family. That's what we are over here. We are a collective of people from different backgrounds, races, genders, but we are a family here at Red Hawk Esports. So we'll see if this family can rebound here. Need some of that Vin Diesel familyness going on.
Did you say family?
Did you say fam? Here we go. Red Hawks look like they're trying a little bit different strategy this round.
How is there so much dark? Every time, same direction we're at. Top of this wall. You ready? Let's swing. On.
Ooh.
One heaven. There's two.
Going to be 3 defenders they're going to have to go through here real quick. One's going to get one. Oh, two's
Oh,
going to
and
go
a
down.
clay cubed again this game.
Oh, and got backed up against the wall and ulted out. 2-on-2. Red Hawks has the health disadvantage.
And Cody and Jesus versus, I don't know if clay cubed went down. Sandbox gets elimination. It's going to be a 1-on-1. Ophi goes down. Diffuse is going on.
No.
Oh, and Sandbox gets that final elimination. So Red Hawk's going to drop round number 3 on the attack side.
And then this is where the train for Salt Lake just starts going on. If Red Hawks can't break that cycle of losing rounds, it's going to be a hard half, that's for sure. But it's too early to tell that now.
Yeah, long game. Still 10 rounds to win for Salt Lake, so anything can happen here. Catawba Valley getting a test. Looks like some adjustments for Salt Lake that have proven to be helpful here. Red Hawks started on attack last round. I believe they'll start on attack if we get to a third round. Clay Cube not holding that backside again on B. You see that Sova.
Always holding that angle. That angle is so crucial and hard to play, but if you play it right, as he's doing right now, it can be devastating to anything trying to push B. So Red King is definitely going to be pushed up a little, but he seems to be a little ready for it. He's going to get traded, though.
Yeah, trade out there, Sova. Kraft's going to take down a player, but Hector falling down. So it looks like it's going to be Moon, Jesus, and Cody. Moon's going to plant. So it's a 3-on-3. Moon with an elimination. Wow.
That was a huge kill there. That Rana had just used her ult right as Moon killed her.
And Moon with another elimination. The anchor.
And just like that, it's flipped around and Red Hawks are up one. We were saying they needed to get a crucial round win, and this might have been it. This was a partial buy for Red Hawks here, and it seems to have played off and got them full guns.
It looks like
Kleber definitely is wanting to save here.
Red Hawks creepily pushing. I think they know exactly where this player is.
Oh, it's going to go down.
So spike detonated. Clay cubed early now. You know, Ophi not having as good a game as he did. I mean, he's still middle of the pack, not too far off on kills. Cody so far, 5 kills. You see Eric at the bottom for Red Hawks. So really the 2 key players last game for Catawba Valley, or for Catawba Valley and for Salt Lake, both not having as solid a game. You know, I guess to switch a map or switch a gameplay, you just never know.
And a lot of it's just that mindset. I know in my time of playing competitive CS and all that, we called it the CSGO effect. It's basically that mindset that you have to have, that you have to be the best. You have to, even if you're not, you have to think that you're the best. And then all of a sudden it feels like you just become that much better. You start hitting shots that you never think you would before. And it's all because you have to have that positive up and going mindset, because the second you let it get against you.
Trade out there for the Red Hawks. It's a 3-on-3 now. Oh, nice shot there from Non-Prodigy. That is Hector. Looks like Cody over here on the far side of the map. Not sure exactly what his play is. Oh,
And he's gonna get the kill.
So 3-on-3
or 3-on-2 now. Round 6.
Red Hawks getting some of that momentum back. Took them a little bit, but now they're back where they need to be. You see the kills there again. Cody's still on top. You know what? I just talked about him. Red King now in the middle of the team now. 3 kills. Getting that KDA back up. And Red Hawks saving. Looks like they're saving a lot of that money as well.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be our first gun against, full buy against full buy. So just to see how this goes. If Red Hawks can pull this one out, that's going to pull the enemy team on a full eco rotation again. Probably the most crucial round for.
Definitely, because if Catawba Valley can tie it here, all of a sudden all that momentum that was built by Salt Lake is gone, vanished. Looks like we have
Nobody wanting to get aggressive. Nobody wants to be the one who messes up. Or
Crass kind of holding the backside there. Catawba Valley.
looks like they might be making a call to push into site soon. Definitely looks like they are going to be going to A. They are going to get the first engineering kill. It's going to be a 3-on-4 benefit Red Hawks.
Spike going down, Moon.
Moon always with the spike, making sure it gets down.
And then the wall goes up.
I love your lyrics. I love
And
your lyrics.
Ranga, Cody with the elimination. So Red Hawks taking it there. So we see Cody with 7 eliminations.
Looks like it's going to be a partial slash full live for Salt Lake, that's for sure.
All that momentum built by Catawba or by Salt Lake, Catawba Valley has seized it back. Like a pendulum, swinging this way, now swinging back this way. You just never know. That's the tough thing about it being a coach and watching Valorant. You should just never know when a run's going to end. You never know when a team's going to make a run. It's a very competitive but very fun, stressful game. Well, last week was extremely stressful.
Oh my, yes. And it looks like that Killjoy set her little bug inside of the smoke there, so when you walk to the smoke, it would ping you.
Revive coming for Catawba Valley, so back to full strength. Oh, that's
Ophie's
Sova.
just swinging, just
Ophie has been the Red Hawk.
he is just
Oh,
he
my
is just
goodness.
going in on this Red Hawk team right now. And just like that, it's been completely flipped the script. I'm not trying to call it ahead of time, but and they already know Salt Lake's already rotating their players onto B.
Oh, but Cody gonna take out Ophie. Mid push coming for Catawba Valley.
It looks like we might be trying to go B. Yep, our Killjoy is going to activate her ability. That's going to push them off the site. And also the defender is going to also activate their Killjoy as well. That'll be interesting, that's for sure.
Like Crass with an elimination, so now it's a 2-on-3. Red Hawks in firm control. Crass with another elimination, Spike going down. Red Hawks know exactly what they have to do. 3-on-1 now.
It was a beautiful flick from Krass to get that last trade off.
Not sure if we'll have much movement here.
Did Moon box himself in the corner?
I believe he might have. And Cody going to get the elimination. Ranga,
Yeah, he's right there. He's boxed off in the corner.
he has boxed himself off.
With the
I guess
spike.
he's the last resort,
Love to
saving
see
himself.
Middle. Altering space.
Thank you, Not Nova, for the follow. If you haven't followed our stream, make sure you do so. You can sub, if you can give bits. Everything that you give will go back to our program, our student athletes. So make sure you do so. You also get that cool founders badge if you sub. Now for $5, that's a pretty good deal. So we appreciate any support you can give us. Appreciate you hopping in chat. So here we go. Round number 8. Catawba Valley on a run, hoping to keep it going. Can that train keep it running down the tracks?
It looks like they're going to be using the.
Cody with a nice elimination there.
I was going to say that LMG might be a little troublesome for him, but still Ophi in that middle area.
And Eric going to take down Ophi. That is going to be huge.
Make it onside.
Nice elimination for Hector. And it's down just to one player. We'll see how aggressive they get.
CT.
As he backtracks.
Not wanting to obviously push these 4 Redhawks. Who, let's get one.
And Hector going to get the elimination. Eric got taken down. Redhawks take another round win here.
Dude, if we lost a round, that would probably not fuck. This would be a 3v1.
No.
That would just be on the off, dude.
Remember.
So momentum firmly in Catawba Valley's control right now.
Yeah, 5 rounds in a row. It's definitely got to be filling it for the economy of Salt Lake City. That is for sure.
I think the biggest problem is not.
You got thirsty.
We see still saving a lot of that money.
Another half full, half partial buy from Salt Lake.
11 eliminations so far tonight for Cody. The recently named NJCAAE All Academic member.
You want to go in?
Never mind.
Right there.
Oh, no, regular?
Yeah, actually, never mind. Feel it. So.
Looks like a
Someone hit, right?
oh, and a Ophi coming from the backside now. Looks like Salt Lake changing things up a little bit.
Yeah, that was definitely a very slow round there. It took a minute into the game to even get a single kill. And now it's off 4-4.
Ophi again with that sniper. Playcube going to take out Cody. Redhawks getting picked off one by one here. Not looking good.
Oh,
Another elimination. So that's a 4-on-2 now.
but if anyone can do it, it's.
Surprised the Redhawks
for
not
sure.
pushing this plant. All they got to do is knock out that one player.
Yo, it's like.
Oh, Prodigy with the double, evening up 2-2. Redhawks is at the disadvantage in health, but they do have some time for them to rotate around.
And a great hold. You know, you love this little cubby here on the B side. It can come into play. Wall is up.
But Ophi Jr., though, he's going to be our.
Two by
And they're just playing time. I mean, that's what if you're defending the bomb, that's the best thing to do is play time.
Oh, and Ophi and Maki Mocha.
Looks like it isn't going to be enough. There might be. It's going to be close.
Barely.
Oh, just
literally
got it.
Half a
Is that
second.
.29? Oh my goodness. Half a second. Just goes to show you how close these games can be. So Catawba Valley, the run of round wins ends there, 5-4 now. And this has been a really great game. You know, CVCC took the first game, but been trading 3 rounds to start here for Salt Lake. Redhawks answer with 5. Now back one with Salt Lake. And all of a sudden it's one round difference. Top Valley still in control though, which makes you feel good. Ult coming out here. Trying to go back to the Redhawks side. Crash for elimination.
Gonna even it out.
Ophi goes down to Crast. So it's 3-on-3. If there's one person you want to get rid of on that team, it is definitely Ophi.
That is for sure. Salt Lake's Brim does like to use himself those LMGs. Seems to have bought one almost every round now. This Crash gonna get a little aggressive here. Might pay for it with his life. It's not. Smart play.
Actually backs up and tries to look like he backed up and tried to draw the player. That was kind of a smart play there. It's going to come down to Ranga and Non-Prodigy. But you see this Salt Lake team, they're collapsing really quickly. You got 4 players, 1 wounded. Redhawks on pretty good health here. Stun goes out. Diffuse is going down.
Someone push me. Yeah,
And they're going to get the diffuse. So Salt Lake going to take round number 10.
Even in and out, 5-5.
Wow. Like we said, just as it momentum comes.
Grass is peeled.
Take a look at the scoreboard again. Cody's still having a great game. Jesus doing really great.
Midnight saying just hearing Crass in the background yelling is funny.
Ophi and Clay Cube. Clay Cube just had a really good game for Salt Lake. They've done very well.
Oh, yes.
Kind of giving Ophi that support player he needed. Actually, if you look at the teams, very even. You've got one person leading the way. You got one person kind of in second, and then those third and fourth players, very even, and then that anchor piece as well. So we'll see what happens. Looks like Ranga is holding the flank here for Catawba Valley.
1 free room.
If they're trying this A side, even though they haven't had much success on it, they might look like to be rotating back to B. It's too early to see what they might try and do. Ooh,
That Sova goes down. So there's Ophi. That stun. Oh, and Ranga with that stun gets taken out.
3-on-4 disadvantage, Redhawks.
With all 3 of those players.
Ooh.
Oh, and Elo again with that sniper. That's 2 Redhawks he's taken out.
4-on-2, they might try and save, they might try and rotate. They do have the time, but they have to go now. And Prodigy's still stuck in that corner.
And now Redhawks are very split.
I don't think they have enough time to go around and plant. So unless Prodigy gets a 4K here. Looks like they might just save into the 11th round.
Yeah, they're going to concede that round. So Salt Lake going to take round number 11 and take back the lead that they had early. The pendulum swings back towards Salt Lake side. We had 3-0 lead for them, 5-3 lead for CVCC, and now a 6-5 lead for Salt Lake. I hear buys, so it sounds like maybe the Redhawks spending some of that money. They are.
Yeah.
Got to pull it out. team's still very even. You know, when you look at the scoreboard, 13-6, 13-9 as their top players. You got even players in the middle and then that anchor piece. So we'll see. Here we go, round.
Really enjoying those Odoms. Ophi's out there aggressive up mid. It's going to pay for it with his life threat of Prodigy.
Cody all kind of by himself there early.
Yeah, that is scary. Two Odoms both on the enemy team holding that B site. That is a scary combo to push into.
There's 2 Odins here, 2 Odins. Sage is still there with an Odin.
Don't pick mid, don't pick mid. I got mid, you got.
Oh, Red Hawk with one. He
elimination.
might get a second one.
Also there.
Last one, 50.
You saw her.
Grab that.
He's going to teleport away.
Grab that slate and just head over to the B.
Spike is acquired there. Ranga's got it. Cody is going to plant. Put all the pressure on this solo player left. And Eric going to get that elimination in the round. So in that run of rounds by Salt Lake. So 6-6 now.
And
We are coming down the stretch.
we've now swapped sides. So that places Red Hawks on the defending side now, which, as we talked about, is the side that I feel like they're better on.
Yeah, so being able to get that split, that's maybe the difference for them. Getting back to that defense side.
But if Opie's been the way he was, he's going to push on the site and cause some terrible issues. And if there's not, Red Hawks aren't ready for it, it could be detrimental. Looks like they are going to split on the attacking side. No, that Reyna looks like she's going to try and go mid. Or no, she might. Very interesting play. Ooh, he's
And
ready for it.
Sova again. The movement, very good there. Ball goes up.
Okay, no.
Ooh, he's going to get the head dink. He's not going to get the kill, though. I think that was a wall bang, or?
Yeah, push him in.
I don't know
Red
how
King
that-
going to take out Clay Cubed. I don't know exactly what Salt Lake's doing. They're just still in that mid area.
Hold on a minute. Careful of this. Yeah, don't pick that.
Cody with that shotgun. That has
He's
become.
ready. He's ready to end
He's got-
someone's day.
Well, he did get a 3-piece last week with it, which was very impressive.
One, I think Reyna.
Ooh.
And Sandbox taking out Moon. So it's a and Crass there. Nice elimination. Another
Ooh.
elimination for Crash. Spike carriers down, and it's a 4-on-1.
And that Reyna is just pinning that corner. It's going to go down
And
to the
Cody
shotgun.
going to the shotgun. We talked about it just a second ago. Wow. You can hear Crass in the background yelling. It's funny. Yeah, it's his comms are very, very hilarious. So here we go. Round number 14.
Looks like they might just be doing a full save.
And look at the kills for the Red Hawks. 15, but then 11. Balanced team effort.
And it looks like both of the players' Sages are just being that anchor. Moon with the 7 assists, though, definitely getting in that damage. Cross going to get a little aggressive here. This could be interesting. And all these unarmored players, they're going to be like unarmored me. He could get a bunch here.
There's one.
And you hear the screaming in the background. You love to see it.
You hear him in the background. I hope you heard that midnight fawn. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
As you can only imagine what's happening on the comms right now.
he rounded that corner and saw 5 players waiting for him. I'm sure he was not expecting that.
Play the crossfire.
Looks like the Salt Lake team moving as a unit now. They realize it's got to be a numbers game. I think that's what they're originally trying to do, but then Jesus pulled them, pushed them back.
The cause came out that they are scouting and darting on B. He's ready with that shotgun and gets one. Only one for now. Here's them pushing up. Ooh, two's going to go down to Prodigy. Third's going to go to Prodigy, ending the round off.
So 3 eliminations there.
And into round 15 here.
Yeah, Redhawks dominating the defense.
Yeah.
They are if they were a football team, they would be the Steel Curtain Pittsburgh Steelers because they just cannot get past them. Solid defensive team. That's why I think winning 6 rounds, even though it was a split on the attack side, I think that's crucial for them.
Just keeping up with that defensive side, yeah.
It looks like Redhawks pushing into the A side again, but here they're going to be in a little bit of trouble.
Ooh, it's getting revealed by the location there. It's going to try and,
And that's Sova again. Redhawks are going to be out of position. This may be a difficult round. If Salt Lake can get this quick plant really quickly. Surprised they haven't went for the plant yet. Oh, here we go. That just talked about it.
One stairs, one definitely stairs.
It's a 5-on-4.
oh, it's going to go down
Sova again.
5-on-2, disadvantage Redhawks. They're going to get
Killjoy
one.
goes down. Dart goes out. Can they use it to their advantage, though?
See if you can hit even correct.
Oh, and Elo going to take down Non-Prodigy.
No.
So it's going to be all down to Moon, and Attacker's going to win the round. Spike is detonated. Getting that early pick, that was crucial for Salt Lake.
Once you're out of that spike icon, there's where you're safe.
Yeah, definitely a very close game on this one. Definitely a whole different team than what we saw last match.
Absolutely, and it's hard to come back from those. You know, you lose 13-3.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be thinking what's going through your mind. How can we rebound from this? How can we? And they took that 15-minute break and I guess just resorted themselves, got back to where they wanted to be mentally, discussed some strategy, talked about that map, and they've come out full force.
Chat seemed to definitely like that screech of
The
fear.
screech of fear, yeah.
That is our third one of the night. We love to hear it. Ooh.
Hey!
Some interesting comms.
Nice pick.
Eric with an elimination. Plant's going to go down.
One street, careful.
All that wall goes right up as the bolt goes out.
I don't have any.
Whoa, hell.
These Redhawks are going to be pushing in. They're up
Nice.
Cody with an limb.
3-on-1 here. Pinned on the back side.
No.
Ooh, 1-on-1.
Oh, and Hector with the elimination. Let's go. Congrats. Sounds like me when I played Devour. Same, Donovan. Same. Wow.
We've definitely got to go back and clip that screech.
Yeah, the screech will be clipped for sure. And apparently Hector is singing Ring Around the Rosie. I don't know where that came from. So,
Sometimes the comms I overhear is a little interesting.
yeah, we've heard a screech, which I may pair that screech with a actual hawk screech to see how much they sound like. But Redhawks back in control. We're in round number 17. If they can win 4 more rounds, they're going to take this match and improve to 3-1 on the season. I'm still checking out the scoreboard to see if there's been any updates on matches tonight. to see how this is going to affect things.
On B, on B, on B.
Of course, we started a little bit earlier than most matches. Oh, 3 eliminations for Cody.
And 2 of those are with the utility.
We're definitely having a good second here.
Just barely gets out of that attacker's kill. Joy's going to see who's come back. It's going to go down though.
Ophi and the defenders. Moon with the final kill there. Going to take round number 17, 10-7 now.
3 more rounds for Red Hawks and it's over. Salt Lake's definitely got to step up their game a little bit, and by looking at the money, it looks like that this is not the round for them too.
Somebody else.
And you see Ophi struggled there to start the game, but he's come on. Cody with 21 kills has been a force, and Hector just coming on here recently. You know, they played very well, but here at the end game, they're starting to really, really build some momentum, some individual momentum. So here we go, Salt Lake once again moving like a pack of wolves. They're brewing, so I guess they'd be a pack of bears. Well, whatever a pack of bears are called.
They are going to be going up that catwalk / mid section, getting a little interesting play here.
Good ball.
Beautiful wall from Red Hawks.
Crass going to get an elimination. Red King with a couple eliminations. That's Eric. It's 4-on-2. Oh, and nice angle there.
What we thought just seemed to be an easy round is definitely a little delayed shot there from Crass.
Ball comes down. Oh, nice. Kills the spike carrier. It's 3-on-1.
He is alone over here though, but that's a quick rotation coming
As
along.
the Red Hawks, like sharks smelling blood in the water, here they go. Oh, and Moon going to get the final elimination again. 11-7 now. Red
Really
Hawks in
coming through
control.
here, yeah.
Did you see the kills again? Looks like more buys coming in.
Looks like we're going to see our first partial / full
That was
buy.
a really good wall. Last minute wall.
I think the Red Hawks might have went full there.
Yeah.
See all those guns switching? The swaps going in. 7 seconds left on the buy phase.
Plenty of abilities from both sides. This might be our most interesting round yet.
Absolutely. Hector always with that arrow. Oh, and Cody uses his ult. Hector with a couple of eliminations. It's a 5-on-2. They're going for the flawless round. Eric elimination. And it is a flawless round.
And that's match point right there.
It's going to be match point. Red Hawks going for 4-1 on the season so far. No results in so far for the group. I wouldn't expect there to be. Match point, Red Hawks trying to close it out.
Yeah, Rez, I will definitely get you that clip later tonight, if not tomorrow, of the screech. I got you.
100%. It will happen.
So it's going to be a full A push here. Already with the wall, Moon all the time, ready with those walls to block off, to buy the time for the rotate to come in.
He is the anchor piece. He has clutched, knocked off a few rounds here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Gotten that final kill. Nice movement for Catawba Valley. Oh, almost a pick there for Eric. He wants it. He still wants it.
He gets blocked
And his own teammate, Jesus and Eric colliding there. He does get the sniper from him, though. That's Sova once again, putting out that arrow. That can be very useful.
The ult comes through. Oh, Reda with the 3.
Ultimate ability
Oh,
for Cody.
Sounds like pop your ult.
and he's going to be using his ult. Defender, defender, killjoy is definitely going down.
Good ult usage. I think in May. Yeah, they're definitely on May 1.
It looks too high, but it's fine.
Go ahead and stick that.
He might unlock.
He might defuse it. He's halfway there. Is he going to defuse it? Is he going to? Oh, no.
Back to defuse. I need you to come back to defuse. Back to defuse. Nope, miss.
Oh, and the attacker's going to take that round.
It was a beautiful round regardless. I mean, we said it first off, like, this is going to be an interesting round. Yes.
All those ultimates going off. So here we go again, back to the buy phase. What's going to be the strategy?
Our killjoy Ranga had a huge round that round.
Very much so. 25, only player with 20 plus kills or 20 plus eliminations on the player board here. So here we go, round number 21. Match point once again for Catawba Valley.
And they have the same rotation or the same formation we saw in the 5th round of the second half here, where they've got that Reyna just kind of peeking in mid, trying to find as much as she can.
Red King gonna go down.
They're hiding in there too.
Just ready in the corner. And Shadow's talking about barbecue chicken.
They're on A.
I don't know why, but sounds yummy.
Ooh,
They use both shotguns and
5-on-3 disadvantage from Redhawks here. We said they are going to be devoting to this A site.
Planting go down. So it's going to be a 5-on-3. Oh,
Ooh,
Cody going to get
Elo.
eliminated. That firebolt going out, trying to get an advantage on who's who. Oh, wow. It's going to come down to Hector and Jesus here. Wall up.
Looks like this round might go to Salt Lake unless these two can pull off some crazy clutch here. It's possible. Gets one though. Crass gets another one. It's not going to have time enough for the defuse, but is going to be able to get away some econ.
Nice eliminations there. So another round of Salt Lake. 12-9 now. Been a very great game here.
Yeah, definitely a lot better than the first one. We've definitely seen a crazy improvement on this Salt Lake team.
Yeah, Salt Lake Bruins showing why they've got a couple of wins on the season. They're formidable, especially the one and only Ophi. Got 18 kills. Elo and Sandbox, they both played very well. Redhawks discussing some strategy behind it. We can't hear what they're saying, but we'll see what happens here. Round number 22. As Crass going to get an elimination, but Ophi going to take down Crass.
The trade-off.
The trade there, so 4-on-4. Eric with an elimination. Like Sandbox putting out that turret.
Oh,
Ophi with the elimination.
just ready for it.
3-on-3 now. I'm not sure exactly where Salt Lake's going to go with this one. They're towards mid, but they're kind of towards A side. Redhawks are waiting for them.
Yeah, 2-on-3 Redhawks, but that's just 3 kills between the game and not being. Oh, gets one through the smoke. It's going to get traded. It's going to get killed by Q-Bird with the blind fire through the smoke.
So
10th
Clay
round.
cubed with the eliminations. Round number 23. Catawba Valley up with match point again. 10-12. apparently that screech sounded like R2D2 is what Donovan said.
I'd have to watch it back and see, but it was something. I don't know. It wasn't human, that's for sure.
So we're getting past the bye phase again. See kind of where everybody's at. Looks like the Redhawks really spending their money. Red King spending his money.
Let's just play together.
They're definitely going to be ready to killjoy, but we saw this the last game. They're just sitting in there waiting, ready.
They expect to see. They expect to see. Hey guys, let me go.
Pushing down.
Oh, it's going to be a bloodbath. Look at
It is
the
a
eliminations.
bloodbath. It is a 2-on-2 now.
Another elimination.
2-on-1.
Oh no! And
Comes
the
through.
clutch.
I don't even know how to describe it. It was just a massacre.
That was a massacre of all its. My goodness, what a play!
Cool.
So Salt
I got
Lake.
goosebumps.
Salt Lake is now forcing it match point again. Catawba Valley just trying to close this out, get that win, and Salt Lake not making it easy tonight.
That wall gave us a little bit of distance between each other. Whenever they flash, when they broke my side of the wall, and then threw us off for a little bit. That's why I was like,
This is reminding me of last week when we had every game that was basically close, almost like this.
Looks like Madison College winning tonight, their matchup. I'm not sure exactly who that was against, but they're 5-0 in the season. In the group that the Red Hawks are in. Very tough group. So here we go. As you can see, this group again bunched together. Are they going to do that A-side push again? You would think at some point the Red Hawks have got to be like,
Yeah, something's going on. Something's not working.
well, you either figure it out if you're CVCC because they've done it so many times.
They are playing catwalk, but our rain is just waiting there, waiting for them to come around the corner. Patiently.
On the elimination. First blood drawn.
Ooh,
Moon's
and
gonna get a-
Moon again. As soon as that ability comes out, just killing him.
Another one for Moon.
No.
Ooh, Moon getting away with just barely 2 HP, but is going to have the heal that's going to come on. He can res, though. That is a possibility. Redhawks is up the man
Oh, and
advantage.
Sandbox comes out from behind.
Ooh, Redhawks up again on the man advantage. It's going to get traded off. It's a 2-on-2. They're neck and neck. Every one of these rounds has just been neck and neck. Ever since the swap. Pushed on. 10 seconds left to plant. Oh,
And the
that's-
double
right
as
there.
Cody and Hector close it out. Red Hawks
And
take
Redhawks
the match.
closing it out.
What a holy
Oh.
cow. What a game that was. Catawba Valley 2-0 tonight against a very game Salt Lake Community College team. You see the final standings. We'll kind of pull my camera out here so you can see. There's the final scores. You see them. Cody with 28 kills. Hector with 22, Eric with 20, and Crass with 19. Very clutch kills there at the end by the anchor. He took his anger and went to Verdonks. That was Moon. He got,
Third stage, though. You beat third stage.
Yeah.
so big time wins tonight here for Catawba Valley.
Sage did.
My goodness, we'll take it back to the just chatting screen. We see the group behind us. They are exhausted. Big time plays, big time win. Any thoughts, Ace, as we we're gonna wrap
Yeah.
our stream up tonight?
That first game, I was a little worried. I was like, oh, I'm about to get out of here in like 30 minutes. And then as soon as we hit the second game, around that second half, it was like a whole change from the other team. Of course, our Redhawks were ready for it. They pushed. They struggled a little at the end, but then again, Salt Lake City, I mean, they had their moments, they had their break plays, but they pulled it off in the end, that's for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, their record was 2-2. They did not play like a 2-2 team that second game. That first game a little rough out of the gate. I think the Redhawks took advantage, got ahead there early, carried that momentum, but Great game by both of these teams. Redhawks improved to 4-1 on the season. We're taking a look at the updated standings here, see if there's been any more results coming. Looks like Bismarck also won tonight. So 4-1. It looks like Bismarck will be 5-0. I'm not sure if Madison's 5 or 6-0. So things starting to even out a little bit. Looks like there's a three horse race for this group to try to get into playoffs. Madison College at 5-0, Bismarck State at 4-0 or 5-0, and Redhawks at 4-1 on the season. So great plays here for CVCC. I'm not sure if we're going to do a post-match interview or not. I would.
We get Moon over here and interview Moon, the anchor.
Interview Moon, maybe. See if we can get Eric. See if you can get Addison to come over here. You want to do a post-game interview? Post-match interview? You want to do post?
Why are we doing what?
Post-match interview. Come on in.
Kneeling. Hi.
Oh gosh, you can grab a chair. I mean,
No, it's okay.
so
I'm
well,
used to being low, like I am on the leaderboard.
we were making fun of that earlier today. You had some really clutch kills though in that last round. As they're kind of getting closer and closer, y'all still have match point.
Yeah.
What was kind of like y'all's communication? What was the mindset? I mean, are y'all kind of encouraging each other?
Yeah, there's a lot of nervousness going on. We knew that mistakes were being made that should not have been being made. A couple of my walls weren't letting us peek them on A main together with me and Crossed having a crossfire, and so they were able to peek that. The KJ ulti in that round was really rough.
Yeah.
They put it right behind my wall. We can't push that. There are 5 of them there, so that was a rough one.
Yeah, that
It was
round, what was
that-
it? The
that
round before
round-
game point when it was just
Yeah.
a bloodbath. We
There
were
was
spaceless.
there wasn't much we could do, not in the situation we were in there. But I think that last round we tried to adapt. They changed up their playstyle, I feel.
Yeah, for sure.
In those last few rounds, they changed the way they were playing, and we were not ready for it. We did not expect it. We had gotten used to how they were playing, and we were ready.
Yeah.
They
played
changed it
more
up.
aggressively,
And
for
very aggressive. The mollies. Oh, the mollies. There are so many times where I'm chilling in a corner and I'm getting molly after molly thrown at me. It's rough.
Well, I know y'all dominated that first game. Were you expecting to come out for them to come out the way they did that second game? I mean,
I am still pretty new to Valorant, so I don't have as many expectations as someone who's maybe played the game for longer. But I know that, especially with how we play as well, the longer the match goes on, the better we're going to do, the better we're going to adapt, the better we're going to play around how they play. And so I expect that out of our enemies. I expect that out of the people we're playing against, that they will adapt to how we play and they will figure out ways to play around us, and it's whoever adapts first.
y'all are 4-1 on the season. I know you're right up top there with all the other teams. What's the feeling like? You getting ready for next week? Let me see who y'all are scheduled to play next week. Next week you got State Fair. State Fair, I believe, is lower on the rankings, but as you saw tonight, that was a 2-2 team that didn't play like a 2-2 team. So what's the mindset now?
Nervous, but I think we're starting to glue together better. Every game we play, we're working together better. We're communicating better. I think we can make it. I think we got it. We got this.
Awesome. Well, y'all been fun to coach, fun to be around. Excited to see what happens. That's Addison, aka Moon Solstice. You see him on there. We make fun of him. We call him the anchor piece, but you know what? He is the anchor piece that we need for this team. So Redhawks 4-1 on the season. So congratulations. Before we get off here, shout out to our sponsors, Red Fox Gaming Hickory on Catawba Valley Boulevard. Make sure you go visit them. They've got old and new video game equipment. They've got pop figurines, horror figurines, They've got posters, they've got vinyl records, they've got food that's imported from other countries. You want to go check that out. Tell their owner, Spencer, appreciate them supporting Catawba Valley student athletes here in the Catawba Valley area. Also, shout out to Corporate Armor at Temprano Tech Vesters Company. Appreciate Luke Walling and his company supporting our program. They had their largest third quarter in company history, so we're glad to see their success. They're helping us to succeed here at CVCC. So that's going to do it here. Also, shout out to Catawba Valley Community College as well, and the Catawba Valley Community College Foundation, all who are do great things here at CVCC and helping us succeed. So that's going to do it here. Any final thoughts before we sign off here from the gaming arena?
Till next week.
Till next week. Hopefully not another. I sweat every week. I'm gonna start bringing a towel. It's gosh, it makes me so nervous. But 4-1 on the season. Red Hawks going to try to go to 5-1 next week. We'll see. A talented State Fair team awaits them next week. So shout out here from the gaming arena. We're gonna sign off like we usually do. Hey, y'all want to do anything? Squall? No? We're gonna sign it off like we usually do. I got the guys here behind us. I'm kind of, everybody seeing in here? Oh, we got kneelers. So we're going to, y'all have a good night. See y'all later.